Warning, this is pitch-free educational content only. Proceed at your own risk. Seriously, we're not going to sell you anything. Hey guys, Mario Cimmino here. So today I want to show you guys an awesome trick that we use at Linkbound to build a private blog network extremely cheap. So this is basically an excerpt from our long course, which is called Authority Syndicate, which is also free, and I'll put it below the video. But I want to show you guys a quick start guide, just in case you don't really want to watch the entire course, on how to get expired Web 2.0s. So instead of buying expired domains, we're using expired Web 2.0s that actually carry a lot more value than the expired domains, and they're free. So normally we would go out there and we would find them ourselves. So as you can see here in this Excel document, I've had my team go out and find tons of expired Web 2.0s in all different industries, and this is how I keep track of them. I'll give you guys this tracking sheet below the video so you can keep track of your Web 2.0s. But we would go out and find them ourselves. Now, this takes a little bit of time, and it requires a virtual private server, private proxies, some software like Scrapebox, and it can get a little expensive. So I found a bit of a workaround for you guys, and all you have to do is it costs $5 to get. So instead of going out there and buying virtual private server, which runs about $100 a month, and Scrapebox, which is also $50 one time, and then buying all the accessories like the proxies and everything, which is also monthly, you can just go to Fiverr and you can have people who are already doing it. So basically, it's funny, people have taken our course Authority Syndicate and then they've gone to Fiverr and they've created these gigs where they find them for you. So the only real reason that you should be watching the full course of Authority Syndicate and not just this excerpt is if you want to become a supplier of Web 2.0s. And I know 90% of you just want to rank, so really there's no need for you to go out there and find these Web 2.0s yourself. You should just go to Fiverr and have somebody do it for you for $5. So I'm going to type in expired Tumblr, for example. And once that loads, as you can see, this guy will give you 20 expired Tumblr blogs with at least a PA of 30 each. So PA meaning page authority and then a domain authority. So as you can see, I have my Moz bar open and it's telling me the page authority and domain authority of this page. So this guy will give you 8. I would just basically check out the reviews of these guys. As you can see, this guy is 66. So I always go with even though it's only 5, I always go with the people with the highest reviews because they're doing a good job. So he just describes a little bit of page authority, the age of it, and everything. But I want to give you guys an example of an expired Web 2.0. So we have this one here that's in health and beauty, and if I go to it, we've registered already. Now we haven't set it up, with a profile image or any of the content yet. But check out the page authority and the domain authority. The domain authority is 99 because it's on .tumblr.com, so it's ridiculously high domain authority. And the page authority is 29 because it's gotten 6 links from other websites. So it's got, even though 6 links doesn't sound like a lot, these are probably very quality links. And again, this is free, so you're basically getting 6 links for free because what you're going to do is you would re-register this. Actually, you wouldn't re-register it. The Fiverr guy is giving it to you already registered, and you are going to just post a link to it and sign in and post a link to it, and then you're passing the domain authority and the page authority directly to your money site. So it's really as simple as that. Now this is pretty much kind of a small scale. This is something that you would be doing, maybe like as you see here, he's giving you 5. But let's say that you wanted to do this on a really large scale. There's really no need to buy expired domains. Yeah, of course you can mix it in there for variation, but if you wanted to build a private blog network just out of Tumblrs or just out of Tumblrs and WordPresses and expired Web 2.0s, WordPress meaning the blog WordPress, not the self-hosted WordPress, meaning the one that WordPress.com hosts for you. So for example, this could be knowearluxuries.wordpress.com. So let's say we have 40 or 50 Tumblrs and 40 or 50 WordPresses. You have 40 or 50 websites, all with PA 30 at least and DA 99 pointing to your money site. So a perfect example is if you go to Google And let's type in Dallas roofing. Let these the Moz bar load up real quick, and you'll see that the number one spot. It'll tell us the page authority and domain authority once it loads up. Is probably, see, 35 and domain authority 24. So don't you think it would be really easy to beat this guy if you had 20, maybe? It wouldn't even take 20, honestly. For local SEO, it'd take like 10 of these Web 2.0s, and boom, you're beating this guy, because you have those 10 Web 2.0s pointing all with 30 plus page authority and 99 domain authority. So you're going to beat this guy's metrics right off the bat. You're going to beat his backlinks right off the bat. 57 links he has in total. This already has 6 links. So let's take another Web 2.0 just as an example. And we can see how many links that one has. So let's say we just did these two. 32, 210 links. Look at this. Page authority of 32, domain authority of 99. You've already beat this guy on metrics and links because of these two Web 2.0s. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's just nuts that people aren't utilizing this. And what's insane is that, of course, you would have to do all the on-page SEO and beat him. So, you would click his website and, really go into what he's doing for on-page optimization and beat him on that. So you automatically beat him on the on-page, and then you can beat him on the off-page with these Web 2.0s. It's just incredible. So the hardest part that I've run into, and we go into this in the Authority Syndicate course more. Again, I wouldn't watch it unless you want to be a supplier, so I'm going to cover it here really quick, is posting to these Web 2.0s. So as you can see, we have hundreds of Web 2.0s here, and to log into every single one would be a pain in the butt. So an example is if I wanted to log into the one that I was just in, Nor Luxuries, I'd have to take my email ID, and I'm actually logged in already right now, but I would have to enter the email and password that the Web 2.0 gave me, the Fiverr gig gave me. And I would have to log in normally. Now logging in for every single one of these and then going to text and entering a title, Roofing Dallas, and putting the link here and everything, typing out a little article and then having the link contextually in there. So doing that 50 to 100 times is a pain in the butt, especially if you're an affiliate SEO where you're going to have to do it thousands of times. So Joe Troyer has this awesome software called Synwire. Now Synwire is closed to the public. It's not available, and this always resets. It doesn't even become available. So we have exclusive access to it. Let me just log in here. So once we're in the dashboard, let me just give you a little bit of an overrun of this. What it basically does is, as you can see, we have, where's our Tumblrs? 589 Tumblr profiles here. So it's pretty much all of the Tumblrs that you saw in that Excel file. Now, the awesome thing about this is, we're on the accounts page right now. So if we wanted to add an account, all we have to do is click on new account, and we could add one in there easily. So basically, we would go to Tumblr and click add new, and account email, we would go over to the Web 2.0 tracking sheet, copy and paste the email, copy and paste the password, and then enter the blog name. So that's usually just the beginning of the subdomain, so the name. So for example, this one was norluxuries.tumblr.com. So that would add that in there, and now it would allow us to syndicate to it whenever we want. Now, we don't just do Tumblrs, we do all of these, and you can find these on Fiverr too. You can find expired YouTube accounts, which is freaking awesome because you know how YouTube ranks so well in Google. Pretty much any of these will rank really well in Google, actually. So, if you want to think about ranking Web 2.0s in Google too, expired is the way to go. But this makes it even easier to manage because we've entered the username and password in here, and it does it automatically. So we go to campaigns. I'm just going to go over these tabs really quick, what they mean. in the SynWire control panel. So we've done 129 status updates. Mario Cimmino is my personal Web 2.0, so my Twitter, my Instagram, all that stuff, my YouTube. So I just post like relevant content to that on the regular, and it does it automatically for me, which is awesome. And then we have our different niches. So for example, law and education, health and beauty, all that stuff you saw here in the Web 2.0 tracking sheet, we've put over to here as a campaign. So basically a campaign, if I click on new campaign, is just a group of accounts. So you would enter the campaign name, and you would select the accounts that it belongs. You would select the accounts that belong to that niche or to that campaign. So usually when people get into SynWire, they think that campaigns is where they run the backlinking, but it's not. Campaigns are where you're basically setting up the niches. Dashboard is just an overview of everything. And don't worry, guys, I'm going to get into the meat and potatoes real quick right now. Just want to show you a little overview. So we've done 221 posts this month. Lifetime, we have 1,246 networks in there. And this tells you if there's anything wrong with the login information. And I have my virtual assistants go over that, but recent activity, stuff like that. So this is really cool, RSS feeds. I've put in like SEO Moz, State of Search, Search Engine Watch to automatically post to my Web 2.0s, which is awesome because it's putting relevant content on my Web 2.0s, my Mario Cimmino Web 2.0s. So anybody who's following me is getting up-to-date news. Now that's great, for reputation management or for just keeping your Web 2.0s fresh and not dead. But the real use of this for building a private blog network of Web 2.0s is the fact that you're updating the content to all the Web 2.0s automatically. So you don't need to go out there every single day and post to these Web 2.0s. It's doing it naturally for you. SynWire is doing it naturally for you, which is great because it's basically posting, an RSS feed from several blogs, relevant content to those Web 2.0. So for example, this is in health and beauty, and we were looking at that, noirluxuries.com and or .tumblr.com. We would want to post, like health magazine RSS feeds to it, cosmetology, meaning makeup, things like that, health and fitness, stuff like that, to those Web 2.0s, so that if Google passes over them, they're like, oh, this is an active Web 2.0. This is a Web 2.0 that's not just linking to one site, because if you created that Web 2.0 and you only link to your money site, it would be pretty obvious. So the fact that this is linking to tons of other websites is very powerful, and all relevant websites actually makes the link that goes to your money site even more powerful. People think that you're losing link juice, but if you have a Web 2.0 that's linking out to tons of authorities and then linking to your website, that's very powerful. So if you wanted to post a status update or a blog post, etc., for example, a blog post, we were talking about with Tumblr earlier, we had to enter the title manually, the body manually, stuff like that. You could just do it here and it would syndicate to all of them. Now, a question that I've been getting a lot is duplicate content. So the way that you would beat that is you would take your article. Again, you could buy an article from Fiverr for $5. This content doesn't have to be very good. You're syndicating, across social Web 2.0s, so it's expected that there's going to be some duplicate content, but we're going to skip the duplicate content anyways and take it up an extra level of quality. And we're just going to go to Fiverr and buy an article and ask for them to have it in spin tax format. And you'd put your title here, which is also most likely in spin tax format. So when it syndicates to the networks, it's going to have a different title for all 500 Tumblrs that it posts to, or all 500 Twitters, etc. And then the paragraph, the body, is going to be very, different also. It's not going to be the same article because it's also in spin tax format and it's going to post to all of them. Now, my favorite part about this SynWire is that you can actually video embed in your articles. So if you guys don't know, for YouTube rankings, embeds are like the highest ranking factor. They're the same as backlinks, but embeds are really important. So you can get like 500 plus embeds because we have 1,200 as you saw on our dashboard, we have 1,200 Web 2.0s in our network. I could instantly get 1,200 video embeds. I could easily be ranking for pretty much anything by tomorrow morning or by this afternoon. It's literally ridiculous. So article spinning, again, you would turn that on if you had it in Spintax format in here. I'll put a little Wikipedia link if you don't know what Spintax is. You can kind of read up on it a little bit. What's great is you can schedule the blog posts, so you can drip feed links over a period of time, and then you could put an image, so Tumblr has that, main image, which is great, but you could put that there, sort of like a featured image in WordPress. So what also is great is, if you kind of didn't understand my sloppy throw together of overview of Synwire, Joe Troyer explains it really in detail here in the help section. But when you join, he also has some training videos on affiliate video ranking, which is incredible. It's a 5-part video series, really, really in depth. Comes with a video cheat sheet too, which I love. Every time I want to rank a YouTube video, I go over that cheat sheet. So it's really cool. So again, Synwire is closed to the public. We do have a private link. It's going to be below the video if you guys want to check it out. Totally worth it if you want to syndicate to a Web 2.0 private blog network. So I just want to end this with expired domains. Something that I would step away from a little bit if you're on a budget, but something that I would definitely invest in if you have the money. Only because when you do have the money to invest in expired domains, you're varying your network so that it doesn't consist of all just Web 2.0s. You have a little bit of everything, so it looks more natural. So that's it, guys. If you have any questions, be sure to comment below the video and I'll get right back to you, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.